Hi, so today I'm going to make a gimbal. In the market you get to see a lot of gimbals, but they are too costly. And I went through YouTube and I saw a lot of videos of DIY, wherein I got to see that a lot of people making gimbal. So I saw one video and I found that that was very easier for me to make one gimbal myself. So these are the things that I'm using, but because these are the things that you get in the market very easily, and this is not a tutorial or not something like that. This is my video. I just made my own gimbal, and I thought of sharing the things with you guys so that if you want to make one of your own, so you can make it. And okay, few of the things that you need over here is like, you'll be needing PVC pipes. Okay, this is 1-inch PVC pipe that you will be needing. Okay, so let's keep it here. You will be needing a reducing socket. I just made a hole over here. I have drilled it, but you know that you will be needing a reducing socket, because in one end you will be putting a bigger dash pipe, and on the other end you will be putting a smaller dash pipe. So you will be needing a reducing socket. I'll show you why you will be needing this. You need this kind of caps, like you can fit it over here, like, yeah. So this is the cap you need. You will be needing two caps, one for this end and other for this end. So I have already made my gimbal. I have painted it too. So these are the things, like, this is one socket. I have drilled over one hole over here. I've just painted, not ignoring the inner side, because you don't need actually this part. So this is one cap. Another one is this one. This is the smaller one. So this is another cap. So here's one cap. Okay, and apart from that, you will be needing pipes like this. Okay, this is the pipe from which I am going to make the gimbal, and these are called the PVC pipes. You actually need two pipes of similar types. This is one of bigger dia. This is 3-inch. I am not going more with the sizes and all this thing, but you can take any size, but it should be like, you are having this one. So another pipe you will be needing is like of this dia. So it is going to be this way. I'll show you. Like, here you have the bigger dias one, and inside you have the smaller dias one. Make sure if you're buying pipes, so this body is bit thicker, so because you need to fit the bearings, like the way I did over here. You need to drill a hole, and then I'll show you what needs to be done over here. So now, cutting these edges, how do you cut this? You have you can easily cut it with a hexa blade or something like that. You can cut it. There are a lot of devices to cut. So what I did is that, but you need to make sure that these two surfaces are equal. Means it's quite smooth like this. So what did I do is that, I'm not going through the calculations. I did is like, I have taken this tape, and you can do one thing. You can just gently put this thing over here. I'm not using this pipe anymore. This is the okay. So if you are using it in this way, make sure both the surfaces are matching properly. So see, this is the place I am talking about. This surface and this end should equally match. So now what you have is like, you have, see, this is the surface, this is the side you are getting, this side also you are getting. You are having a round kind of thing, and if you are going to cut it in this way, so this is going to be exact like a pipe which is having both the sides of same size. smooth and okay. So I'm not going to use this anymore. This was just to show you guys. Now I'll show you what I have made it out of it. This is the thing that I have made. So this is the pipe actually. I have cut it the way I have showed you, using tape and then cutting it with a hexa blade, and then I even cut this part. I just cut it off in this way so that I'll be fixing something inside, so it will be easier for me to hold on the screwdriver or something like that. That's the reason I cut this part, because actually you don't need this particular part. This is like it's for my own convenience that I have cut this part. Now what did I do is that I have taken this bearing. Okay, you can get it easily in the market, and I have drilled a hole in this one, and then I have fitted this bearing. I have already painted this one because I have already made it earlier, and then what did I do is that I have tested, and then I saw that it was serving my purpose. That's the reason I thought of painting it later on, because the painting is really very hectic. You see my nails and all is too dirty because I was busy in painting these things, and paint is something like the more and more you clean, but you cannot clean it up completely. So that's the reason first I made it and then I have painted. So you need to drill a hole over here and then fix the whole bearing inside. Okay, same way if you are making this one, you should be like this, like this one and this one is straight. Okay, so what did I do is that I put it in vise, and then I have drilled it like this, and then I made it a went through kind of thing so that it becomes straight. You do not need any ruler or something like that. You just with your just an idea of your eyes, you can make it. So this is very important. Once you make this, you need to drill another hole over here, this particular part wherein I have joined a nut. So here it is. This should be in the center, and okay, this is the thing. So you will have to make a kind of thing, this kind of thing, and then I have taken a test tube holder. I have cut the part over here which actually holds the test tube. They have two thin plates, and then they hold it. So I just did cut this thing, and then what did I do is that I have taken a shaft. Instead of shaft I can call it, I have taken a stud. And then I have made a hole over here, and then just screw it. I just put some Fevikwik, not Fevikwik, I have just used Araldite over here. So you can use anything of your convenience. So I have just twisted it, and then I have fixed this one, and the other end I have bent it in this way so that it looks like a handle. So I bent it in this way, fixed a nut over here, and over here this is for jamming the other end. So I have just fixed it. So this is how I made this particular part. Now keeping this aside, I took another pipe, as I told you, of lesser dia than that particular one. So same way over here I have made 3 holes, one over here, one over here, and another one over here. So these are the bigger holes to fix in the bearings, and this is the smaller one to fix in this stud. So this is done. Now with that same dia, I have taken this particular pipe of lesser dia, diameter. So I have fixed this bearing over here and another one over here. So you need to make sure that these two are linear. these two things are in a line, straight line, because this is going to rotate. And okay, so this is done. Similar way, this, okay, let me show you. This is the bearing and this is the bearing. I have set it in this way. Now I have made two holes, here one, here one. So this is going to be also in a straight line. So if you consider, so this is actually a plus sign this way and this way. This is a plus sign. So these two holes are of bigger diameters to fix in the bearings, and these are the two smaller holes. I'll be fixing few nuts and bolts over there. So this is also done. So let me keep it aside. And I have taken a PVC pipe, like I have told you earlier. Then you need a reducing socket, okay, and caps like this. To be more precise, these are the caps that I have painted. Okay, now I have already fixed it, so I cannot show you how I did this. This is the reducing socket. I have put in this pipe, PVC pipe of lower dia. On the other end you have the bigger diameter pipe. So you can use it of your own convenience, like the one you get to see that it's actually being suitable for you, you can use that. So this is the one I have made. I have fixed it over here. How I did this, I'll show you. This is the glue that you get in the hardware store of PVC pipe. For fixing this PVC pipe, you get this glue. So all you need to do is, like, you need to just put it inside and then glue it up, like I did over here. I just glued this surface and then I have just pushed it and fixed it. And before painting only, I have fixed it, because I knew that I do not need to open this particular part anymore. And few of the places wherein I need to open and I need to hold the screwdriver or something like that, those places I have left it open. And okay, so this is the way it is going to happen. These pipes also you can cut it in this way, like wrapping in the cello tape over here, and then you'll get a line. Make sure that you are joining both the end of the cello tapes in an equal position, so that you will get a line. And then you cut the pipe with a hexa blade. So this is also done. I'm going to fix it. I have already fixed it using the glue. This is the paint. See, this is the drawbacks of painting on plastics. I'll fix it. So I have made it in this way. So keep this pipe a little bit long, because this is actually going to balance your gimbal. And I made a hole through over here, same way, putting it in a vise and just drilling it straight away, so that it just cross one end from the other. I'll show you here. So this is the way it is going to get fixed. This is in a straight line. These are in a straight line. So this is done. Now I'm going to fix it. What I'll be doing is, I'll be fixing this thing inside this. No, this is going to be a bit hectic, so I'll do one thing. At first I'll just fix this thing inside this. So this is actually how it is going to happen. With these holes you get to see over here, I'm going to fix it in this way. I'm going to fix it in this manner, so that if you are fixing it in this way, since there are bearings, so it is going to get balanced. So if you are holding it in this way, this is going to move in this way, and it's going to get balanced. So let me fix it. Okay, so I have fixed it over here. See, I have used these screws and this nut with the bearing. I have fixed in the screw, and then if you see over here, I I have fitted one nut over here, another one over here. So that is how it is looking inside. And same way I have fixed it over here also. These two holes is for some different purpose, so forget about this. I'll show you later on why you need this. So if you are making it in this way, this is going to be fixed, so it will rotate in this way. Okay, and this is just because of the bearing. This can move freely. Though I have fixed it, but inside, if you see, this one is rotating. Though this one is, the outer dia is fixed, but the inner dia is rotating. So you can rotate in this way. So I'll show you now how I am going to fix up this particular one inside this, and then it will be done. So let me just fix it. I cannot fix it over here itself because I need to hold on the screwdriver, then this thing, so it is going to be a bit hectic. So I'll screw it up and I'll then show you that how you are going to fix that part. Okay, so I have fixed it up. So this is how it exactly looks like. So the way it is going to work, see, if you're holding this one tightly, this can rotate. This whole thing can rotate in this way, and also it can rotate in this way. So if you're holding it like this, so it can rotate in this way and also in this way. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to fix some weight over here, so that always this will be in a centered position, and I'm going to fix up the cameras and all this thing on top of this. So if I'm holding this thing, so with this weight, it is always going to be at the center. It's always going to be at the center, and it will reduce the shaky videos or shaky footage. So you all need to hold this handle, and then you can just move around, and it's going to just balance up the thing. So what I have done is that I have taken a paper weight. This bit heavy, this complete metal, so made of iron, and this is paper weight. So I am going to take this, and I am going to fix up this thing with this like this, so that it becomes a base, and then the whole thing I am going to set it in this way. I'm going to put it inside this. I'm going to glue it up, and then with this PVC, this bonding, I'm going to fix it up, and the whole thing is something is going to look like what I'm going to show you over here. So this is how it is going to look like. So this is going to balance the entire thing. So let me just fix it up, and then I will come up. So I have taken this paper weight for the base. This is quite heavy, and I have taken these two tapered washers, two small washers like this, screw and a nut. So what I'm going to do is, let me just see, this is a bit irregular. This surface can be the top. So I'm putting in this tapered washer, and this bolt, and this small washer over here. This smaller one just to keep it in the center, because this hole is too big. I didn't take this in a, but I'm not making this gimbal with the ready-made parts. These are there in my home, so I found it in my garage, and then I'm using this. So if I would have this regular piece, then I would drill it in this die, so that I did not have to use all these kind of things. But since this was already drilled earlier with this bigger hole, so I'm using this tapered washer and this small screw so as to make it in the center, and this screw will have to be in the center. So I am just putting this another washer in opposite direction in this way, and then this cap in this way. Why I am using this is this particular surface, if you see, it is a bit round, so this is going to fix perfectly in this one. So let me just fix it up, and then I'll be put the washer over here, and then this screw. Why I have taken this screw to be long is like, if this one somehow loosens up, and then the whole thing is going to be inside, and if it loose also, it becomes loose, so then also it takes longer period of time to unscrew this whole thing and then come up, because this weight, if it falls in your foot, then it is going to hurt you. So what I'm going to do is that I have taken this long screw. I could have easily taken a smaller one and then it would be easier for me to set up the whole thing, but I have taken a long screw so that if it loosens up also, so you will get to understand when you'll be using the gimbal. So if the weight is loose, you'll be able to understand, but it won't fall. It is going to take a long time, so that this screw will completely loosens and fall on your feet. So I have taken a long screw. So let me just tighten this whole thing, and this is something. It is going to be the weight. This way is too heavy. Okay, let me just fix it up. So I did fix up this one. I'll be painting this whole things with the brush later on, because I have spray painted the whole thing, and I did not use these small things while spray painting because paint get wasted, and I'm not pro in painting things because painting is a bit hectic. I don't like doing those things and I'm not pro at that. So this is something it looks like. So the screw, if you can see, has having a long space. So if this nut somehow loosens up, it will take time to unscrew from here and then fall on your feet. So if it loosens, so you can understand that this is actually shaking, so you can open up the whole thing and tighten the screw again. So this is the thing, how it looks like. And why I have taken this weight is this is actually balancing my both mobile and camera together. If I'm using let me tell you one thing. I made this thing. In this one you can mount even your camera, DSLR cameras, even not DSLR, any cameras you can mount. Those are having a hot shoe mount thing kind of thing. You can mount those cameras, and along with that you can mount your mobile with the mobile holder that you get in the market easily. So with those things, in the selfie stick you get the mobile holder, right? So that one you can fix it on top of this one. So you can fix it in this way. So while making this thing, at first I thought of this gimbal will be used only for the mobile purpose, but later on I thought that when I'm spending money and I'm making this thing, so why not use camera also. So I have taken this weight, is heavier than my camera and is also heavier than my mobile. So it's not, you should take such kind of weight so that it is not that heavy that you won't be able to lift it up, and also is not that light so that you won't be balancing your mobile or the camera. So mobile will get balanced with most of the balance that you get in the market, that you'll be using in your project if you are making one. But for camera, you should keep one thing in mind, that this should be heavier than your camera, and this is serving my purpose, so I have taken this one. So what I'm going to do is this. What I'm going to do is now I am going to use this glue and then fix it over here and put the whole thing into this. So this is how it will be looking like. So I'll fix it up and then I'll again come up. So now it is fixed up. You can see over here. If I am fixing it up in this way, it can be rotated in this manner. Also it can be rotated in this manner. Okay, so due to the weight, what is going to happen, if I am holding this thing, I am lifting it from the ear, so you move your hand, due to the balance, it is not going to move. To be very honest, though I have made this device, I don't know what exactly is going to happen. I have previously, before painting this whole thing, when I set up this thing and I was just checking, it did serve my purpose quite well. It's not like a gimbal that you buy for 12,000 or 10,000 rupees, but it's a gimbal, handmade one. It will serve your purpose if you are riding a bike or riding in something which can be a shaky journey. So if you are holding this thing like this, so your video is somehow going to be, shakeless. Not that level, the way you are getting it in the device, ready-made device, but it will serve your purpose. So it is definitely going to serve my purpose. That's the reason I have made this thing. So now if you see this particular areas, I have painted it. However, this after pasting or this somehow the scratch came out over here. So I'll be using brush and I'll be finishing up these things. Now I have this one, this particular piece, and I have taken this screw and this one, so I'm going to fix it up in this. Will actually go inside the hole of those stands, so I'm going to fix it up in this way. This I did not take a longer one because it's not going to open, because I'll have the nut other end. I'll be having the nut on the other end, so I can tighten any point of time. And this is going to be very lighter one, so you do not need anything to fix this thing up. Okay, and you have this one. It looks like this. You have to be very careful because it can scratch away my paint, since it is a plastic, so it is more prone to scratch. It's not a black plastic. I got PVC pipe that was white in color, and this thing I'm going to fix on top of this. I'm not going to use the PVC glue and then fix it up completely, because sometime it might happen that I'll be needing few things to, just inside things, nut and all this thing, I may need to fix them up. So that's the reason I'm not fixing this thing completely with this. I'll just do one thing. I will just put it and I'll just press it a bit hard so that it doesn't come out. This one doesn't come out. And then this is the gimbal. It's almost ready. Now a few of the things that I need to do is I will be painting with the brush these places wherein I have the scratches, and this is the way it is going to function. So I do have my camera. I'll try to mount on that. I'll also take the videos using this gimbal, and I'll see that what exactly the result is. I have already seen, but I'll be capturing it once again and I'll be uploading it in this one. With this video I'll be attaching it so that you get to see that what is the result of this particular thing. So that was the sample video which I have captured using my mobile on the gimbal that I have made, and I couldn't use my DSLR because of some reasons, and I had no one else with me to capture the video of myself and the gimbal together, because in that way you could have seen that how fast I was actually moving my hand. The footage that you got to see over here still is a bit shaky, but the actual reason is that since I couldn't take the photo of mine and the gimbal together, that's the reason you couldn't see that how fast I was actually moving my hand in order to see that how the gimbal actually works. And to be very honest, I am glad to see the footage, and I don't think that whenever you will be shooting some videos of your own, you will be doing an experiment and you will be moving your hand that fast. And I did my hand moving, means I just moved my hand so fast that much I could, and I was just trying to see that how the footage actually becomes. So the way I did the video is really very stabilized. You are obviously not going to run using the gimbal, but I still it's like kind of running that I have done, but standing in one place only. I have moved my hand so fast, it is similar to running with the gimbal, and the footage is very much stabilized. Obviously now you cannot compare this gimbal with the one that you get in the market for 10 to 12,000 rupees. Those those operate in a different mechanism, and this is something different. This is a handmade one which is completely under the balance, and the gimbal that you get in the market, they have motors and all, so the mechanism is different. The technicality of the things are different, and obviously the footage that you will be getting from those gimbal will be much more better than this. However, I don't think for indoor use or for personal use you will be buying such a high range gimbals. So for personal use, if you are making this kind of things, and is going to serve your purpose very nicely. And that's all. If you want, you can make one of your own. You can make it at around less than 500 rupees you can make it, because the things that I have used you have already seen. These are very simple things, common things you get in the market very easily, and yeah, it's a bit tricky in order to make, but still I tried the simplest method. I did not use any calculations, I did not use any vernaculars or rulers or something like that. I just used few of the techniques that are very commonly used. Even for cutting of the things, I just use cellotapes and marking it in that way. So if you want, you can make one of your own. And that's all from my end. If you like it, you can try once. And this is not any tutorial, this is not any DIY kind things. This is for my personal use. I just made one, and it is serving my purpose well. So nowadays videos are too much, people are interested in making videos. So if you want, you can make one of your own. Thank you.